Okay, this is my first YouTube video, and I'm going to try to do a reply and post for a first YouTube video using something on my laptop. Don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm going to respond to what Alex said about Ron Paul. First thing, he talked about a temperament Ron Paul had towards being a legislator or a president. Well, here's the thing. Ron hasn't passed anything. Ron has had, weapons-grade crazy stuff for his legislation. It's like a weird union of Libertarian Party politics and Constitution Party politics, and it's all merged together. It's nutty. So no one's passed it. In fact, the only thing Ron has been consistently good at getting done is getting stuff for his district thrown in pork barrel spending, which he principally votes against. But, he votes against things that he knows will pass that benefits his district. So that's a little crazy. Republican leadership, for a while, was trying to run Ron out of town on a rail because Ron didn't even do the minimum of being a successful legislator. He didn't vote with the party on key procedural votes. He was screwing things up for everybody. And it was after Ron signed off on the dotted line and made his peace treaty with the party that, they didn't start primarying him on a regular basis every election. So Ron doesn't have the temperament. As for the principles, well, of course we have his ongoing scam with pork barrel spending. And that's a whole other issue that goes on and on. Ron Paul's not principled. He does a great job of saying he's principled. And we're going to get back to that in a minute here. Now, as for getting Democrats to go along, Ron Paul, like a lot of libertarians, talks a really great game about how we need to get our left libertarians and our right libertarians to come together and form some kind of libertarian Voltron. Voltron. Doesn't work that way. There's a reason the majority of people in the United States who self-identify as libertarian vote Republican. It's because on the left, the issues that matter on the left hand are not issues that focus on the fundamental aspects of human liberty. They focus on tangential aspects of human liberty. On things that don't matter to 80 to 90% of the people who want more freedom in their lives. So, Ron Paul is just selling this myth because, again, he knows he's not going to be able to get it done. And this is part of Ron's, long-standing career of hucksterism, which goes along with getting his family involved and making profit off his campaign offices, his congressional offices. I know numerous liberty activists who have been in rooms with Lew Rockwell and Ron Paul where they sold them on plans on how they could corner the gold and silver market, and how there were various political campaign schemes that Ron Paul's cooked up over the years that, were designed to be for-profit enterprises. Ron Paul is all about Ron Paul and getting things done for Ron's pocketbook. Now, your issue about compromise was an important one, and I'm going to do that actually in another video, mainly to encourage me to actually start using YouTube, because I've said to myself several times, I need to do a YouTube blog, because, hey, if some other weirdos on the internet are doing it, why not me? I'm a big enough weirdo on the internet to do this sort of thing. But your issue about ideology, here's the problem. As I said earlier about Ron Paul getting people in a room saying, hey, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. The issue has nothing to do with ideology, it has to do with branding. Ron Paul is a marketing machine. He's created this image of Ron Paul. He's created this ideology of Ron Paul. He's created this mythology of Ron Paul, which is all designed to sell things that personally enrich him. Not necessarily a great deal financially, but Ron Paul's not a greedy man. He just wants a taste of the sort of schemes that other people are getting through politics to enrich themselves. So, that's my whole response to your general perspective about Ron Paul. It's not that Ron Paul doesn't have the temperament to be a president versus a member of Congress. He doesn't have a temperament to serve in any government position. He's not principled. He's promoting mythology that either enrich his ego or his pocketbook. That's why no serious person, or even somebody who thinks they're serious, should seriously consider Ron Paul.
We don't.